Now on News Channel 6 at 11, a Stop the Violence event in Augusta. How organizers say they plan to bring the community together. Plus, the hate crimes trial for the men convicted of killing Ahmaud Arbery. Both sides resting their cases before deliberation. And a spike in deadly motorcycle crashes in South Carolina. How to stay safe on the road as your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I'm Denise Jefferson. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with a Stop the Violence kickball event in Augusta. Today, we spoke with organizers about what they hope the event will bring to the community.
Tomorrow is about unity.
From the death of 8-year-old Arbery Anthony to a shooting at 706 Lounge, Richmond County has seen its fair share of violence. But Saturday, Monet Mitchell wants to bring peace.
Tomorrow we building our village. Tomorrow we coming together and we loving on each other, you know.
She's hosting a Stop the Violence kickball event, hoping to bring peace and unity after several weeks of violence.
What is going on with the youth to where, you know, they feel like they have to take a life? So, like they used to tell us, it takes a village to raise a child, so I'm bringing that village together.
The event will feature music, free food, a DJ, multiple vendors, and jet skis on the lake. It will also give people a chance to meet and talk to deputies from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office.
It'll bring more awareness, more freedom to ask them questions or abide by what the police has to offer for us.
Organizers hope the partnership will create better police relations within the community.
But in our community, we want to see unity. Make sure that they can go to police if they need help. The police is there for our protection or our help.
The event will be held Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Diamond Lakes Park. Today, both sides rested their case in the federal hate crimes trial for the men convicted of killing Ahmaud Arbery. After just 4 days, the trial is in its final stages. Today, the judge told jurors the trial won't take too much longer. One legal expert says it's because both sides had more time to prepare their arguments.
I was kind of initially surprised at the speed of the case. I think they've been very diligent in making sure that as they proceeded, they were kind of making sure that there was no barriers going forward. So I'm impressed by the speed of the case, but I'm also impressed by how prepared they were in this case.
Closing arguments will begin Monday before the jury starts deliberation. A coalition is pushing for a hate crime bill in South Carolina, and they're pushing small businesses to join the effort. Stamp Out the Hate South Carolina is pushing for the passage of the Clementa C. Pinckney Hate Crimes Act, named for the former state senator killed during the Charleston church shooting. State Representative Wendell Gilliard says there's a backlog of federal hate crimes, and a state law could solve cases faster. The group is now asking small businesses to sign a letter in support of the bill.
This is a red flag for businesses that are looking to relocate or expand their workforce in South Carolina. The vast majority of South Carolinians support a hate crime law.
South Carolina is one of 2 states without a hate crimes law. All right, now it's time to take a look at your weather forecast with our chief meteorologist, Tim Miller. And Tim, it was a pleasantly warm day today.
It was. Now, of course, we weren't as warm as yesterday, but you're right, still it was pretty nice. Denise, it is a little chillier this evening compared to when we were together last night. Temperatures generally in the 40s, 47 our current temperature. That's at Bushfield, 45 in Aiken. Already, though, 40 in Crawfordville and Washington, so some colder air for sure. Check this out, y'all. 30 degrees colder in Washington right now than it was this time last night. 26 degrees chillier in the city. So, yeah, big difference with that front that moved on through. Did you get some rain last night? Most of it was overnight. Some breezy conditions and some quick, heavy downpours. It's still a little breezy tonight, but it's a northwest wind, totally different from a southerly wind, right? So we are much cooler, and a few high clouds have sort of rolled on in, so we'll deal with these little cloud cover for us tonight. Really, we'll call it partly cloudy skies because all in all, it's fairly nice. You'll also notice that our water vapor loop shows moisture in the air, and where there's moisture is not. The brown is the not. That's headed our way, so it's going to start to feel a lot drier as we get through the weekend for sure. All right, 35 the overnight low tonight. Far cry from 64 that we had this morning, so your plans for your Saturday morning just going to be on the chilly side. We'll warm it up, though, as seasonal temperatures into the mid-60s for our high temperature for tomorrow afternoon. But wait till you see what's headed our way next week. I think you're going to like it. We'll detail the rest of your forecast in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Tim. Public Safety is investigating a drowning in North Augusta. It happened around 10:30 last night. Investigators say 20-year-old Tyez Minter never surfaced after he and some friends jumped off the boat landing at Beck Park. His body was recovered this afternoon. An autopsy will be performed. The investigation is ongoing. There's a deadly trend on state troopers' radars. Motorcyclist deaths reached a 4 decades high on South Carolina roads in 2021. Melanie Palmer has more.
154 motorcyclists died on South Carolina roads in 2021. The last time there was that many deaths in 1 year, 1980. Now a word of caution from someone who has seen the devastation left behind from these accidents. Today wasn't supposed to be like this.
I still don't believe it.
Olivia Tollison's original plan was to be getting ready to marry her fiance, Christopher Matthews, on Saturday. He died in November on his way home to Tollison, doing something he loved.
He always rode his motorcycle, I mean, every day.
The coroner says he crashed his Harley into a car on Highway 76 in Anderson County before being thrown from his motorcycle. Matthew's sudden death is just one of 154 motorcyclists in South Carolina who didn't make it home in 2021. That's nearly 40 more deaths compared to the year before and higher than 2019.
They did go up, and that's unfortunate.
Trooper Mitch Ridgway with South Carolina's Highway Patrol says they believe what's leading to the spike, more people on the road.
Motorcycle sales went up because everybody was kind of stuck at home and they wanted to be able to do something outdoors.
There's no law in South Carolina requiring motorcyclists to wear a helmet if they're over 21, but Trooper Ridgway strongly encourages one.
A local bus driver is speaking out about the driver shortage happening in Augusta. Richmond County has 16 vacant bus driver positions. The union president says it's and the shortage causing a ripple effect throughout the school system. Yolanda Brown says bus drivers have to work past their hours. Some don't get home until 10 p.m. She says some students don't get home until right at 8 o'clock at night.
Pay is our number one issue, why we lose our drivers. But for those that are there, when they're able-bodied and they're at work, they're exhausted, so they may have to take a day or two just to rest, because we don't work just 7.5 hours, 8 hours a day. We're working more than that because we're having to get these kids to and from school.
The district is holding a driver hiring fair. We have the details on our website, WJBF.com. Coming up, a makeover for downtown Aiken. Why one piece of the plan could